Another day, another gym to go to. Hey guys, this is Shauna Raulu. How's everybody doing today? On the last episode, we came across battling a lot of trainers, and also met up with one of the Team Rocket that gave us excuse me for a second. Sorry, I had some things actually pop up in my screen that I did not like. Anyways, last episode we actually met up with the Team Rocket that gives us a nugget on the Nugget Bridge, and apparently want us to join. Not gonna happen. And then after that, we battled a lot of trainers, but also met up with the PC, also known as Pokemaniac, which is Bill. After that, I also did a lot of off-screen battle, and as you can see here, we also have a new member of our team, Charmeleon, who was known as Charmander. But of course, we leveled up on level 28, including Pidgeotto. No, Pidgeotto is still not a member of my team, but he is going to help us out. What do you think of this, Gym Pikachu? Aww. Still reminds me how Ash's Pikachu and Misty have some kind of not really a connection, but feel like that Pikachu likes girls so much. It's just that ever since I saw how Pikachu really likes Misty, and also just Pikachu learned Thunderbolt, so that's pretty cool. So he really liked Misty, and by the time they got to Cerulean City and met up with Misty's older sisters, and apparently Pikachu just likes the way they are. And yeah, I just thought it's really cute how Pikachu seemed to like Misty and like other girls and women and stuff. So Pikachu has no issues with girls. Kind of reminds me of Brock. But yeah, it's just that, okay, dude, you need to gain a little bit of weight. You were scaring me there. So, yeah, it's just that I thought it's really adorable how, Misty and her sisters, seem to really like Pikachu, and Pikachu really liked them. That's not really an issue. Okay. So, there is something I want to tell you that is really funny. Well, sort of funny. But, when I was in middle school, we actually had a field trip that actually, go in, certain places and then spend a night and all that. And we went to the aquarium. I do believe it was somewhere around in Portland. I wouldn't call you pretty, Misty, but you're not really my favorite character because you can be quite a bitch. But I can understand about that. Anyways, so the aquarium that we went to, we were actually going to spend the night underneath the aquarium where the fishes and sharks are. And since we have to separate the kids who are both girls to girls' room and then boys to boys' room. And after that, we girls wanted to actually sleep inside the shark tank, right? And I did not mean to do that. So we wanted to sleep in the shark tank, right? And apparently the boys somehow already took the shark tank without the teacher's permission, because we already asked about that. We already asked of what we want. And sure enough, we took the very boring fish tank, and we had to sleep on the ground with our sleeping bags. And let me tell you, it's not really comfortable. And we beat Misty. Okay, so TM11. I do believe that's Water Pulse. Bubble Beam. I was so wrong. Alright, so, yeah, it's just that we took the Boring Fish Aquarium and we sleep on the ground, and let me tell you, it was very uncomfortable, and I really hate sleeping on the ground. I did not get a good night's sleep, because sleeping on the ground and I are not good friends. I can't even sleep anything that's comfortable anymore. What's up? And why are you standing here? He's clearly right up there! You know, it makes me wonder for what fucking footprints are like that. What kind of Pokemon actually make footprints like that? So you're really concerned about Dig, and yet not concerned about your house, not concerned about your wife, not concerned about your belongings. Wow, what a great husband you are. Hi! Do you really think I'm that stupid? Ay. There's also other places that we went to on our field trip while actually like spending the nights in certain places. Like for example, we went to like I do believe it was actually a coast lighthouse. It's one of the coasts that we have here around in our areas. Okay. Before I continue this on, if you pay attention to Drowsy's feet and also Machop's feet, those did not come from the footprints that Team Rocket was going through of like getting the of the TM Dig. And oh goody. So you're burned and I'm asleep. Perfect. So yeah, it's just that I don't understand, like, what kind of footprints who would make, what kind of Pokemon that would actually make those footprints. Certainly it can't come from, like, Machop and... I need to... Why do you disable Growl when I'm clearly not using Growl? You make 0 sense, dude. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. So... by the time that I'm, like, thinking, like, who the hell actually made those footprints? Whatever the case, we beat him. Anyways, back to what I was talking about right before I got interrupted, like, twice. 3 times, maybe. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the TM with me just in case, but I am gonna plan on like taking it back to the guy later to see you know, what he can do about it. Anyways, so back to what I was talking about before I gladly interrupt myself a lot of times. So we went to like the lighthouse, and I had a teacher who was in her wheelchair. She can hardly stand because she has very bad legs. And sadly enough, that with her legs like that, she can't climb the steps of the lighthouse. So some of the kids actually wanted to go up to the lighthouse, and we got the permission from the person who actually works on the property. But with me, I'd rather stay on the ground, and I will explain it in a little bit. Yeah, this guy is actually a daycare center, but you can only leave 1 Pokemon, which means no breeding. So, no. I will train up my Pokemon on its own, thank you. Yeah, for what you want is to actually level up your Pokemon if you don't have them in the party. And the only way to actually level up your Pokemon into this daycare is that you have to have like a bicycle or just walk around and just like, you know, for all the walks you're doing, you can actually have the Pokemon gain level. Which, it takes a little while, but you know. Hello. Okay. That one, I don't know where I can find Cubone. I think there's only like maybe 2 places. But we're not going to go there yet because it's a long ways away. So, this girl will come back to her later. But yeah, we went to the lighthouse. My teacher can barely like come up the stairs, and when I was about to go upstairs with them, I saw how high and steep the stairs are, and let me tell you, I really had fear of heights. And the heights and I are not getting along. So, it's just that, with those kind of heights, I'm like thinking, no. So, so I had to stay down, I had to stay on the ground with my teacher, and she was like, why aren't you climbing up the steps with them? And I'm like, I don't want to. And she was like, why? And I'm like, the steps and I are not friends, and neither is the heights. So I rather not. I rather stay with you. I like to keep you company. So we get along really well. We have our own different sets of arguments, but she's still awesome. And after I got to the high school, and then we are going to like another field trip, like right after and before, right before and after I graduate, because we had to like go to the field trips in order to learn of like how to get ourselves a job. So just in case of like saying if you ever like graduate from the high school and then you're gonna find yourself a job or a career that you need to do, the only way to do so is actually go on the field trips and find something that is suitable for you that you can do the jobs for, like make your own career. Which to me, I don't see the point of it. I love having like go on the field trip with my friends, and I love to actually see a lot of cool things that we have here in Portland. Oh, but I cannot begin to tell you how much I hate going to Portland. I've been going to Portland so long that I was getting sick and tired of it. It's a pretty fucking huge city. And that huge city means a lot of trouble, okay? It is most likely terrifying, and especially when some bad things could happen, like gunshots or say like one of those like car wrecks. Yeah, I don't really like to go to Portland because I have heard and seen a little bit of bad things happening, and I'm like, no, I don't want to go there anymore. And another reason I don't want to go to Portland anymore again is because not only we're going on the field trip to actually see a lot of new cool things. Don't get me wrong, Portland has a lot of interesting and awesome things that Oregon or Malala do not have. It's a good thing I got Ivysaur out here. So, after all that, we've been going on a field trip for so long, and then we have to like go find ourselves a place to eat, right? That's not really an issue, right? It is! It's a fucking issue! Here's the reason why. Some of the people cannot afford things like I can, but mainly because they always tend to like spend on like other junk food and all that shit. But the one thing I really do not want to go to is the one place so many times. Either Burger King or KFC. Now I know what you guys are thinking, but those two things are really good. Okay. And why? Because I don't really, none of the food are good. Their tastes are not good. And you may disagree with me all you like, but I have my reasons. Ugh, but yeah, it's just one thing after another, and I swear to God, every time we go on the field trip, what do they choose? Frickin' Burger King. Next vacation, or not vacation, field trip. Next field trip. Where do we go to? KFC. Where do we go to? Burger King. Where do we go to? KFC. Where do we go to? You get the point. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. I'm like, no more of those things. I don't care if you can afford them. I don't like those kind of food. I want something else, like McDonald's, for God's sake. McDonald's I could definitely go to, okay? But no, it's just fucking one of those two freaking fast foods. Ugh. But yeah, their field trips, fantastic. Their foods, not so fantastic. I just can't stand it, because I'm like, okay, can I at least go somewhere else? Like, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go somewhere else. But every time we go to Portland, and where do we go to? One of the fast foods that somebody else chooses. Because apparently, when my teacher is saying that we should choose one of, like, those fast foods when we go on the field trip every once in a while. And every time I want to go to either McDonald's or Burgerville, and they said, oh, we got a third choice. Oh, we got a fourth choice. Oh, what about this one? Oh, what about that one? We've been there so many times. Pick another one. Ugh. That's why I can never understand these things. Ever. Excuse me, guys. Okay, my apologies, guys. That was my father. Okay. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that they choose, like, the freaking fast foods. And, it's annoying. But in the other cases, we got through of the freaking field trips, and I got through of, like, everything else. So, yeah. I just don't want to go to Portland ever again, because I cannot begin to tell you guys how much I really hate going to Portland. Don't get me wrong, Portland has a lot of cool things that even Oregon City does not have. And it's really exciting at first, but then you have to, like, not only go see a lot of cool things that they have, but they also freaking, so God help me, they take us on certain places that we don't care about. As in, finding the jobs that has nothing to do with us. Nothing have to do with, like, what we need to learn. If we want to work at McDonald's, fine, we'll work at McDonald's. If we want to work at, like, a Safeway store, fine, we'll work at Safeway stores. But, so God help me, I don't want to go to freaking Portland for that. Yeah, but it's just, ugh. I just cannot begin to tell you how frustrating it is. And Fishing Guru, I assume, yes. We get good old Rod. No, old Rod. Wow. I so need help with that. Okay, so I just want to look around a little bit before we continue on. But yeah, it's just that I don't really want to go to Portland anymore, because I love Portland when we go have fun and see a lot of cool things. But when it comes around with, like, searching for a job, it gets freaking frustrating. And just go on in a lot of different things and places. I'm like thinking, okay, can we go to somewhere else? Like, I don't want to be here anymore. It's just one of those things I don't care about. Come on. But no, it was just nothing we can do about that. Okay, so, do you have anything for me? Yeah, you don't care. Okay, guys, I think we're going to end off the video right here. So in the meantime, guys, please make a like down below and also subscribe. And if you want to comment to me, please feel free. Hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye!